Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's running of the process. And as I said before, thank you guys for being patient with me. For all of you that don't know, I've been going through some health issues. So I'm not as consistent as I would like to be. And I am aware of the process a lot throughout the day. I just sometimes cannot, my body won't really let me sit in front of the screen without giving me a really hard time. So then I just have to let it go. And as much as I would like to just jump on, it's not happening. So also I'm not committing to any times for right now. And I'm hoping that you guys just catch me on the fly and we run this process together. And there's many days, so you can always hit a re-listen button if you are feeling like 15 minutes of basically just doing some contributions to the earth. And please know, I know there's many people that are listening afterwards. So there's a fair chance that you are not alone when you're running this process, but that there are others that are joining you even at that time. So please know that. And please, let's not stop. It's not about stopping. It's not about pausing. It's not about letting it go, but it's just not completely every day for me right now, at least not always online. I do run the process. I am aware of the land. The land has been speaking to me quite loudly. And truly, what else is possible? So I would like to truly just invite you to please also do it, even if I am not live with you guys. Okay. So, and I am so grateful for you guys jumping on. I always have so much fun seeing you guys coming on live when I start this. So I'm super grateful for all of you. And it's been such a joyous adventure that we've had so far. And I'm going to keep going no matter what. Just maybe not as consistent online as I wanted to, but hey, it's all, whatever is going on, it's all good. So let's run this process. And please remember, this is a body process from Access Consciousness. And if you ever feel like you want to play more with these body processes, there are body process facilitators around the world that can introduce you to one or two processes in an evening or in a day. And there's also the 3-day body class. So if you haven't been in a 3-day body class, consider it. It's amazing. Your body really can change throughout that. And you get to exchange body work with somebody throughout that whole time. It's amazing what all can shift and change in our bodies. But so this body process here can also be run on the earth. So use the palms of your hands or whatever it is that you run the body process with ease. Face it towards the earth. Be just connected to the earth. Be in touch with the earth. Be present with the earth. You don't have to sit on the earth to do this process. You don't have to even touch the soil to run this process. But what we're trying to do here is changing the desertification that's been occurring. So desertification is not just in your body and on the earth, it's also in our being. There was one episode I had with Marilyn Bradford, if you want to look back. It's basically like she was talking about the desertification of being. So basically, what if we started to really nourish and replenish us as well? Not just our bodies, not just the earth, but also us. What nourishes your being? What changes that to be more alive again and joyful? So have a look at that too. But let's get this process started. So I'm going to call it up a few times just so the energy gets running. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth, times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So please allow your body to gift this process. And with gifting anything, there's also receiving. Gifting and receiving is always in simultaneity. So please don't come to conclusion to just kind of, oh, you know, if I'm gifting this to the earth, all I do is like gifting the process. No, you're also receiving at the same time. So please lower any walls or barriers that you might have to receiving. And if you go to the website that I post every day, there's a link. There is also the full text. So just click on that website link, and there is also some videos that you can watch that are showing you some of the idea, where this idea came from. Gary and Dane, the co-founders and creators of Access Consciousness, watched Alan Savory give a TED talk, and that's what got all this started. So I collected a few things. I also tell you what I've been trying to do on my property here. So if you're interested in that whole movement of reversing desertification on planet Earth, there are actually many, many people around the Earth that are working on that. And maybe you can even find somebody around you that is doing that and maybe support them by buying their produce. And whatever it is, I'm just giving you some ideas. You don't have to do any of it, but it might be fun to kind of have a look at it if that is what interests you. And please also notice that around you, things might be changing. So please don't put that to serendipity. Just ask the earth, have I had anything to do with this? And yes, I broke my leg. That's one of the things that's going on. And what else is possible? My body has definitely given me a chance to be still. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and create and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth, times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And if you don't know what the big five are, please go to day number 144. Best is to find that on the YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. Again, the link to all that is on that website, and there you can find day number 144 with greater ease. And there's some explanation. So again, let me call the process again. For all of you that are joining us, elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth. Times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And yes, thank you for the reminder. One of the body processes of access consciousness is also getting your bars run. And if you have never experienced that, please have a look around you. There are probably people around you that either offer bar session or even a class. But if you've never had your bars run, please consider that. It's an amazing tool to create more ease in general. It's like emptying the trash on your computer, just deleting a lot of stuff that you have stored in your head that is ready to go. The bars can really help with that. And just even by getting your bars run, you might notice if you're getting them run regularly that certain things don't trigger you, that certain things are not bothering you, that you can shrug your shoulder to things that normally would drive you nuts. That's what the bars can do for you. Just create more space and peace and ease. So let's step up the process. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And again, thank you all for being here and doing this together. We are literally encompassing the earth just by where we are. And please don't underestimate how far this process reaches. The earth has no barriers to receiving. The earth is happy to receive when we're gifting. It has no point of view or judgment. So it just receives. And what can you receive from the earth today? Allow the earth to contribute to you as well. Let me call the process up one more time. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And thank you again for being here with me. And please keep going, even if this broadcast stops. And please keep doing this throughout the day, throughout the night, whenever you think about it, just keep running this process. If that is something that you enjoy and you and the earth can play with, then please do it. There is no right or wrong here. And thank you again. And hopefully I will see you all soon.